We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Deers. It's Friday. You know what that means. Say it with me. It is Octane Friday. And that's when we kick it up a notch. What are we talking about today? Sorry we didn't do Song of the Day yesterday. Still lots going on here in the cave. And I don't know. We may or may not have an episode tomorrow. We definitely won't have one Sunday. But we'll be good next week, I believe. Lots going on here in the cave. What are we talking about today? Octane. Remember we were saying Octane Friday is a chance to play a little bit of softball. For those of you who remember, and we're going to play some softball today because I was just driving down the road and I played this record again for the millionth time, and I was like, it's just gotta be. So, we've covered it here in the cave, but we're going to pick one song, and this is going to be short and sweet today, for those of you, by the way, who are interested. What else have we're going to side note here. It may not be that short now. I've been playing a lot of Whitesnake, also lately, particularly the album Slide It In. So good. If you don't know that one, check it out. People don't listen to music on big speakers anymore at home, do they? It's all on your phone, your computer, your little speaker that you got, your little Bluetooth speaker. But I'm old school. I know who some of your old school people are out there. But I'm old school, and I've got some pretty awesome speakers in the living room, and things just crank, and it's just like sometimes that's how you really appreciate the music, is when you hear it like that. So if you have a chance to play music on speakers, you should be doing that more. That's doctor recommended. 5 out of 5 doctors recommend that. But we're going back to 1981 with Van Halen. Yes, that's right, people. Something new and different. We haven't covered Van Halen in quite a while, I might add. And we're talking about Fair Warning, of course, one of my favorite albums of all time. We won't get into the details too much. 4th album, 2 million copies. Interesting of note, their slowest selling album of the Roth-era. Why? 1 U.S. single. And that is So This Is Love. What's going on here? Unchained and Mean Streets was released in Europe. What happened to the United States? And Hear About It Later, I think, was released in the Netherlands or something. So yeah, this is a tough record. There aren't any obvious singles off this one, but I've been listening to this one since it came out. And I just have not stopped listening to this record ever. Like, I've never got tired of this record. Rolling Stone, 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's how I knew it was going to be good. That's how you always knew it was going to be good. These songs, Mean Streets, Dirty Movies, so good, Mean Streets, Sinner Swing, Hear About It Later, Unchained, flip that record over, Unchained, Push Comes to Shove, that's a funky song, So This Is Love, Sunday Afternoon in the Park, an instrumental, and 1 Foot Out the Door, that funky song, that freaky funky song, so good, perfect record, so it's just so amazing. But for me, I played several times Hear About It Later, which I feel like, you know what? The Netherlands knew what was up, because Hear About It Later should have been a single. So good. You guys got to play this one. And when I say play this one, if you're in a car at least, turn the bass up just a little and crank it. Just do that. Or, do you have speakers on your computers? What's going on? Audio on your phone, terrible. You just don't appreciate music as much anymore. I know I'm sounding old. You guys all agree, studio audience? Yes, you do. You all agree with this. Hold the applause. Everyone agrees you should be listening to music louder and in stereo. Totally. That is what I have to say for today. Lots of good stuff coming up here in the cave. You guys tired of seeing my face? I'm going to have guests. I'm working on a new feature. We haven't done a lot of my features. We haven't done Make or Remake, a ton of those, or Soundtrack Saturday. What else do we have? Anyway, we got stuff coming down the pipe. We're working on it. But Van Halen. Yes. Ollie, right on cue. Loves Van Halen. Hear About It Later, people. That's what you're playing today. Crank it up and roll into this weekend. So good. Whatever you're doing this weekend, hope it involves music. As usual, I'll catch you on the flip side. Wow.